Hello everyone, welcome back to another video here today on the channel. Today we are going to be looking at a few clips of just women having a hard time. You've talked about it plenty of times of women, their standards are just too high, while these same women in their 20s have zero standards and will literally entertain a tree. But nevertheless, they get older, their standards get a lot higher, and then by the time they're in their late 50s, the only thing that can meet their standards is a cat. For some reason, something you have to continuously clean up after and give constant attention to, and basically they don't really care about you, and that's their life when they're over the age of 30 and still coping with all of the decisions that they've made in their life, and they haven't been good decisions, I'll tell you that. So go ahead and sit back, relax, grab you a beverage, get you a snack. We're gonna go ahead and dive into these videos, and hey, my name is Ratboi. Let's get into it.
Oh my gosh. If you do her, that would be amazing. That would be one of the greatest of all time. You have to her.
Okay, just keep the drinks coming.
Go.
Really just should have paid for all of our food.
For one, I'm not paying for everybody's food. It's your birthday, cool, but I'm not doing that. It's 18.
I do G gotta pay for all y'all food though.
You brought 18 friends. I'm finna leave you. You staying here with them or you coming with me?
So this is something that we've seen plenty of times where the woman's birthday is happening and she wants her man to pay for all of her friends. This, however, is the first time I'm seeing a woman actually want her husband or her boyfriend, whoever this is, it's her man, to pay for 18 of her friends. 18 people. She wants him to pay for 18 people at a classy restaurant. Can you believe that? This is the level of delusion. Not only do these women think that they deserve the free ride, but they're trying to take all their friends with them. And this just doesn't work. I don't know in what reality she lives in where any man would be okay with this. He's not all that. And you can tell how the way she's jumping around and like throwing a fit. She's acted this way before. That's how she gets what she wants. But she doesn't understand this is just not going to happen. Everything's fake right here. The lashes are fake, the hair is fake, the attitude's fake. He's wearing the baby doll dress to make her look younger, but she's probably hitting 30, obviously. Her friends are gathered around, they got her back, they're wanting the free food, they're wanting the handouts, but what they don't get is they're not deserving of these handouts. These aren't traditional women. And a traditional man isn't going to pay for 18 women's foods. That's not what traditional men do. That's what simps do. Simps are really good at paying for other women's stuff. Simps have made a career out of giving women money for absolutely nothing, for just wasted time. Literally, they're wasting their time with these women. These women think of these simps as nothing but a wallet, and this is what this woman is thinking too. Like, she knew to ask the boyfriend that was the richest one to take him out, but she didn't realize how big of the ask it was. But she has plenty more dudes on her roster, so she'll be fine. She'll rise above. She will endure this hardship momentarily while she's getting her back blown out by some random Chad behind a dumpster.
What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean?
Take this next video.
Right, I just thought I'd jump on to discuss something, rant about something. Maybe I should just call this Janie Rants. Right, basically, what is it, guys, right, when, I'm maybe saying that all guys do this, but it seems to be like most of the ones that fucking want to talk to me. What is it when you've been talking to them, no sexy chat or anything, and then they want your phone number, so you give them WhatsApp, and then you aren't actually genuinely fear for your life to open any pictures because it's either videos, not even photos now, it's videos. I don't want to see that. Stop it.
And this is something that a lot of women complain about, and rightfully so. I don't know anybody who would want to be seeing that kind of stuff on their phone. However, this is what comes along with online dating. Unfortunately, you're going to meet the dudes that are going to want to send you videos of them doing things that I can't mention on this platform. They're going to be doing a lot of different stuff, and they have no problem sending you these videos. They have no problem FaceTiming you and showing you exactly what they want to show you. And that is scary for a lot of these women that are online dating. They're not ready to see that. They don't want to see it. They shouldn't have to see it. And you know what? I agree with everything this woman's saying. I think she should stop online dating, get her a couple cats, learn how to sew, join the bingo club, whatever she needs to do to stay away from this type of behavior, because unfortunately it's going to happen when women like this online date. Nobody is dating this woman and is going to be thinking that they're going to have a long and happy relationship. She is well past the wall. She's hit it a few times, fell on her, then it decayed on top of her, and now she's picking up the scraps of her life, and it's not good to see. It really isn't. And now they're coping on TikTok, which is like a cesspool at this point. It's just where these old lonely women go to complain and beg and get validation and find dudes to pump and dump them. It's just kind of sad now. Oh, and I didn't know if you knew this. TikTok is a dating app now. Women are just putting their information out there for random dudes to chat with them. And that's empowering for them. That's definitely empowering for them to do on the Dancing 304 app. That's how you meet quality men. You meet them on TikTok. You don't meet them in the real world. Oh no, you need to meet them on the dancing app with the provocative dances. You need to meet them on the app with where you can pretty much, well, I'm not gonna finish that sentence, but you know what I'm talking about. They're using these social media apps for dating. I've said this plenty of times. Facebook, Instagram, even TikTok now, obviously, Twitter. All of these apps are dating apps for these women, because men just, even that woman that we just saw, even this lady, men are crawling, sliding, jumping, falling into her DMs at an alarming rate, honestly, just to mash the Arby's roast beef sandwich. And they're begging her. These simps will do anything for women like this. It's disgusting, honestly.
No, hang on. Just realised.
What?
I don't want to talk to you.
Get ready for work with me while I tell you about a date that was so bad that I had to just get up and leave. So this guy from work asks me on a drinks date. So we go to this pub and we're actually having a nice time. We're getting on well, chatting away. So at one point, out of nowhere, this guy says to me, "Do you have thick skin?" And I was like, "What do you mean?" And he goes, "Well, I want to tell you something that my roommate said, but I'm just wondering, you have thick skin." So I'm thinking, right, I'm about to get insulted here. That's why this guy's asking me, do I have thick skin? Because he's gonna say something mean to me. So this guy says to me, "Oh, well, I showed your Instagram to my roommate and he said, oh, she's pretty, but she looks chubby in her photos. So she's probably gonna be chubby in real life." On a date, on an actual date, somebody said this to me.
I'm going to pause this right here and just make a comment. When I first saw this video, I was confused. I did have to go into the comments and I took a screenshot of those, and we'll go over that in a minute. But if she's going out on a date with a guy that she works with, why would it matter to him what her photos look like? Because he's already seen her. So this part kind of confused me. Either A, it didn't really happen, or B, he was just a massive Chad pump and dump her later. But let's continue.
So I'm like sat there, disbelief. Like I really was just sat there. It took me like minutes to process it, and I'm like looking at him, and then he obviously realizes, oh shit, like, he's really offended, obviously, and he like tries to revert, and he goes, "Oh, but you're not. But like, don't worry. But like, you know, I've met you in person. Like, you're not chubby in real life." Great. And at this point, my mood shifts instantly, and I'm just like, "You have made an enemy, sir. I am pissed off." I said, "How do you think that's gonna make me feel? Do you think that's nice for me to hear that somebody a negative comment about me and was like, oh, she looks chubby in her photos?" And then he tried to gaslight me and made it out that I was getting all upset and offended over nothing.
Here's another issue. How much of a Chad did this dude have to be for her to want to date him, and she works with him? You understand what I'm saying? Women usually, that's like no-go for a lot of women. Like, I will not date a guy that I work with. Me personally, I would never date anyone that I work with. It's just disaster waiting to happen. But how much of a Chad does this dude have to be for this woman to want to do the one thing that a lot of women will never do, which is date their co-workers?
Cheek of him. He said, "I never said it was a bad thing. You're taking this negatively. You are taking this comment as a negative comment, but I never said it negatively." I said, "No, you prefaced this by asking me, did I have thick skin?" You're not asking someone if they've got thick skin to then be like, "Oh, I showed my roommate your Instagram and he thought you were Bella Hadid." And I tried to explain, I was like, this is going to be in my head now. Like, put this in my head that someone looked at my photos and thought that I looked chubby in a negative way. And I'm thinking, is that what everyone else thinks? And whenever I post a photo, I'm thinking, do I look chubby? Or do other people think that I look chubby? And again, I shouldn't be thinking that's a negative thing, but that's just society that we live in. So I gave him a little lecture for a few minutes, and then I was like, right, well, I'm gonna go. I'm leaving. So that is one of the worst dates I've ever been on. Hope you enjoyed.
It's interesting. It's an interesting phenomenon is what it is. That's a damn phenomenon.
If that's one of the worst dates you've been on, then you are lucky, because a lot of women have been on a lot worse dates. But here's my comment about this, and then I'll leave it alone. But some guys are attracted to women like that. I'm not, but maybe this guy was actually attracted to you. Maybe that one instance pushed you away from this Chad once and for all. Chads don't come around once every day. They come around once a week. So you cast that one up. Let's go ahead and dive into the comments. Let's got these 2s and 3s in the comments that they haven't had a date in several years, but they definitely wouldn't date this guy. And then here's what I was commenting. If it's a guy from work, how did he not already see you in person? And a lot of other people were commenting that they were wondering the same thing, which kind of leads me to believe that this was a fake dating story. A lot of these women will just make up these stories. And I hate to say it, but I mean, a majority of these stories are made up. And unfortunately for Miss Chubby Instagram girl, I have to agree. I think this whole story was made up. Because women, let me tell you something, us men aren't stupid. We know validation bait when we see it. We know when a woman that obviously isn't fat comes on camera and records herself saying that someone called her fat and she was offended. The comments are going to be flooded with women empowering her, validating her. Oh no, sweetie, you're not fat. You're just curvy. You're just a BBW. You have everything a man wants. More for the. These are all good things. Don't change who you are. Actually, you know what? Here's some ice cream. Here's some Cheetos. Here's some soda. Go to town. What? Gym? No, don't worry about the gym. The only thing you need to do is meet a Chad named Jim. That's that's all you need. Let me know what you guys think. That's gonna be the end of today's video. Subscribe, comment if you got something to say, and I'll catch you guys later. Ratboi out.